Hello, my name is Kaesa. I'm an artist and I make music for the soul. What inspired me to pursue a career in music? I would say very long car rides with my parents. Now, let me just give you a small story time about that. Growing up, as a family, we used to go on a lot of road trips and stuff like that. And so every time my father would put a CD in the car, and most of the times we'll be listening to Asha. So growing up, that was mainly what I was listening to. I was listening to a lot of music from her, and I feel like that's what influenced me to want to start making music, especially because I could see the reception that my parents had and just how they enjoyed the music. So I was like, I want to try this. I want to do something like this one day. And so here we are. How do I find inspiration for my songs and my performances? I would say I find inspiration from everything that I see, everywhere, places I go, when I hang out with my friends. I just feel like inspiration can be gathered from our daily lives, and so that's exactly what I do. If I go through something, if my friend is going through something, I gather inspiration from that, and then that's what translates into my music and what vibe I'm going for when I go into the studio, basically. Can I describe my creative process? I wouldn't say I have one strict regimen or like, okay, this is how I go about it. But I mean, I feel like most of the time what I do is I go into the studio, I listen to the beat, I catch a vibe. Sometimes we create from scratch, sometimes we would have to catch a vibe depending on what the producer has for me. And then just depending on how I'm feeling that day. So usually I'll start with a freestyle because I feel like that's what comes. Like I said, I make music from the soul. So how I feel is how I would, produce the sound. So just how I feel, and then I just start humming, start writing a few things, and we make a masterpiece after that. What theme or message do I aim to convey through my music? I would say it just depends on how I'm feeling. So when I go into the studio or when I'm writing and I'm just feeling sad, I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling dark, I'm feeling cool, I'm feeling sexy. It just depends on the vibe, and I feel like however I'm feeling will transcend through the music. And so let's just leave it at that for now. What artists or performers would I say have influenced my work? I would say there are so many, but if I'm to pick a few, I would say like starting with my childhood. Just growing up, I was a Disney kid, so I watched a lot of Hannah Montana, High School Musical, Glee, and stuff like that. So that made me very interested in theater and in Broadway and things like that, because I was like, I want to be like this girl and I want to be like that girl. And then growing up, I would say watching Rihanna perform, watching Beyonce perform, and just seeing how they embody that. Doja Cat right now, I'm obsessed. And I feel like they inspire me every day, and they make me want to even be a better performer on stage and just show my craft and just inspire and impact people. So I'll say definitely just these that I've mentioned, but there are so many more that I can go on a whole tangent about. Can I describe a time where I had to overcome a significant obstacle in my career? I would say just the whole transitioning process, from going to being an influencer or content creator to now stepping into what I've always wanted to step into, which is music and my artistry. I'd say it was pretty tough, because for the longest time I was hiding behind, all these other things that you have seen me do. And so finally stepping into the spotlight and stepping into what I've always wanted to do was difficult, because I was fighting many internal battles and stuff like that. So I'll say that's been the hardest one, just like fighting internally with myself and just like, coming out of my shell, really. Yeah. So I just released a new single called Be Mine, and if I'm to tell you a little bit about it, I would say when I wrote it, I had like very dark thoughts in my mind. I feel like when you listen to the music, you would feel like, oh, this is a song, it's soothing, it's calming, it's sweet. But no, when you listen to the lyrics, you realize that there's nothing sweet about what I'm saying in the song. I really wanted to express, how crazy sometimes love can drive somebody. And so when I was writing it, I was thinking about, stalking a guy, finding him in a bar, and just like saying that, oh, this is my target, you're gonna be mine, type vibe. So that was really what was in my mind when I was writing the song. And If you leave me, I'm going to go on and on and on and on and on and on. So if you want to know more about the song, it's available on all streaming platforms. I hope that when you listen to it, you realize that I was trying to tell a story with the song and you enjoy it just the way I enjoyed writing and making it for you. What advice would I give to aspiring female artists? I would definitely say don't compromise on your values. Set boundaries and make sure that you don't make anything or any dream that you're trying to chase let you go down, the wrong path. Just make sure that, you have people that are going to keep you grounded, and yeah, just believe in yourself and then believe in, what you have to offer to the world, and don't compromise on that. Describe my shopping process. Well, I would say usually I'll reach out to my stylist. Shout out to you, Style Novator. And then we would, curate something depending on the event that we have or, everyday life really. And then she would create a vision board type thing. And yeah, we just do our thing. That's just how it goes. What does fashion mean to me? I would say it's all about being your individual self and showing that through how you dress. I feel like everybody has a personal style, and when you look at somebody and the way they dress or their fashion sense, you can just kind of tell their personality from that, or the type of vibe that they have. So to me, fashion is just discovering who you are through your clothes and just having fun with it. And yeah, that's what it means to me.